right, here we are, and we are back together for another show between friends where we can talk, we can say, that don't look right, and respect each other and agree to disagree. Now, I agree with Glitch Trap Lord. What a name. It took me a minute to read that. Thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. If you are not a member, well, you are missing out because we have a members live coming up on Monday that I'm telling you is worth the 8 quarters. So you're going to have to grab it if you want it. Now, about my thumbnail, that's our Cant in all her glory. You know, she's camping out with rap now. The show's not about rap, but that's what she's doing. I'm very familiar with him. I used to talk to him on the phone. He's the one that recorded Dawn and Daisy bullying Brandy Neal in what some people call the back chat and sent it to me to where Brandy went on and said, hello, YouTube. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you. Hang on. I can show you. I'm going to refresh your memory. Refresh your memory. Okay, that's Bruno. Oh, that's my Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Brandy Neal. I am putting this video out because a channel that I frequent, Crime Lines and Lies, has been copywritten struck over a phone conversation, my content, on Daisy's crazy critters on the farm. It was a conversation between me and Mr. Don Wells and Daisy. That is my content, and she has no right to copy strike that because I give full permission for any content creator to use my conversation. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Okay, so it was rap that recorded that entire thing between Daisy and Dawn, basically bullying Brandy Neal. And as you can hear from what Brandy said, I got a copyright strike, which was reversed. It was reversed by YouTube, and Daisy received what was called a false strike. Our good buddy Nick up in Spokane, Washington, he got one too. Got to be careful what puddle you step in. And this insanity with little Summer Wells is a lot to digest. It's a lot. Let's take a second and tell everyone good morning. All right, yesterday, again, we were talking about the insanity that is Candace Wells and her husband. And my brain couldn't stop thinking about it last night. For one, I don't want anyone to bully Jinkies for doing the right thing. What kind of world do we live in when people bully you because you did the right thing or because you're sad about something? She put out some very interesting information that, by the way, makes all the sense in the world. Okay? It does. And I actually have the paperwork, which I'm not going to put up because it has to do with minor children. But for Jinkies to say Candace was not worried about a neglect charge. Hey, that's old hat to our Cant. She wasn't worried about endangerment. She was worried about SA charges. Let's get to your comments from yesterday. And I tell you what, if you're watching on the replay, or hey, you got something to add after the show, bring it, because I love your comments. Connie Kelly said, Candace, for the sake of summer, come clean because we all know that you know what happened to her. Woo. 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 Tina Tot said, time in this case is driving me nuts. Time standing still in this case. It's enough of the drunks, drugs, and screwballs. Where the flip is that beautiful blonde hair, blue-eyed baby girl? Yes, where is she? Cynthia Lee said, in my opinion, old Cant ain't cracking. She just needs some hard-earned cash. The con only cares about herself and nobody else. I'm going to give that a big old heart right there. The missing link said, no. My soul left my entire body when you said the poodle fucker. Well, I did. I was talking about Dawn. Tina King said maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Cant's new iron lung. Anyone in? Pink Phoenix. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. She left that after the show. Anna said Daisy loves to keep the drama going. She should be ashamed of herself, allowing her loudmouth supporters to bash Jinkies. She doesn't even realize that when they are making fun of Jinkies, they are making fun of her too. Yeah, leave Jinkies alone. Leave Jinkies alone. User said, oh my gosh, it's another Candace in this world. I thought CB was the only one on the earth that would want a DW. Got to be crazy. Yeah, because Dawn got a girlfriend. Yep. Lisa said, Brooks, if this lady has kids, she best hide her kids. I agree with that 100%. Woo! Woo! Y'all had a lot to say yesterday, and that's only a snippet of all the comments that came in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. By the way, before we get to this, take a second to hit the like and get ready to rock and roll, because I am sensing something on the horizon that's going to happen. And again, I am praising the hell out of Jinkies for telling the truth. The truth. Good morning, Jinbug. Hey, Jinbug. Off topic. Do you have your Halloween cactus going yet? You guys know I'm very passionate about Jinbug and how she decorates her cactuses. Oh, here we go. Jinbug, dang, I missed it. Don has a girlfriend. Oh, yes, he does. And Candace is camping out with Rap. All right, so here's a little recap of what Jinkies put out. Again, I have the paperwork that backs it up. Because Candace was not concerned about a neglect charge. Candace, her own words, was not concerned about an endangerment charge. No. She was already ready to throw in the kit and caboodle and sign the kids over. She was worried about an SA charge. She said not just for her, but for Donnie. Now that's very odd to me because I don't know why she would care about Donnie getting an essay charge. But it verifies to me that what Marlena has said or alluded to is 100% true. That CPS was there on June 14th, 2021, not to check on BB guns, but to check on SA. Or as we say around here, sexual torture. I call it ST. Okay? They said they were coming back. Now, Tim Mullen can spin it any way he wants. Oh, the case was closed the same day. They didn't see anything. Now, what planet do you think I'm from when I'm really supposed to believe that in a Tennessee holler, Child Protective Services showed up because kids have BB guns? No. 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 Mm-mm. 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 No. No. That did not happen. It was the allegations made by Marlena's daughter about what happened to her when she was there. Hence why Candace, being the wonderful grandmother she is, she's like the Mary Poppins of Ben Hill Road. I mean, just look at her. Just look at her. She's just a perfect grandma. And she's always Satan's secretary, helping out old Cant. She takes Marlena's daughter back home. Okay. Then on that Monday, here comes CPS. Need to talk to you about an incident that happened here at your home. And you can just imagine what they got from Cant. Oh, I was talking about. I don't know. That kid just want to go home. I don't know. No, I don't know. Well, can we see your daughter? We have to account for every child in this house. Well, I don't know where she's at. Okay, we're going to be back to see your daughter. Dudley gets fired. And the next day, Summer goes missing. Jinkies has put a piece to the puzzle that we all assumed, we speculated on. Like a lot of people discounted Jenna with what Jenna said when she used to talk to Ziggy. Oh, she's a liar. She's a liar. She just wants attention. That's not the type of attention people want. But listen.
I mean, how would you all feel if somebody looked at you and said, they're accusing us of molesting our kids?
Yeah. That's a huge accusation. And Candace knows that that is going to get somebody in trouble. And don't think she's worried about Donnie. No. No, she didn't care when Don went to jail. She was living her best life. She was living her best life. Let me tell you what, she was loving it. She didn't care if Don goes to jail. Listen again.
I mean, how would you all feel if somebody looked at you and said, they're accusing us of molesting our kids and beating them? That's real serious. I mean, how would you all feel if somebody looked at you and said, they're accusing us of molesting our kids and beating them?
Okay, so in April, they signed over rights to the boys. Done, over. We're not going to charge you with anything that has to do with neglect or endangerment. Hey, the statute ran anyway. It's totally done and over. However, there will be a separate case when those boys start talking, and I can feel it in the air. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week. I'm not saying it's going to happen by Christmas. But something's going to happen. Mr. Nobody, did you know Ernie can't explain where he was for 5.5 hours a day? Summer went missing and was a short drive from her location. You have to ask Ernie. I thought he was in jail, but hey, I don't know. All right, so this is how Candace reacted when her husband was in jail. She was having a great time.
I'm no rocket scientist, but here's what it sounds like to me. If the little girl got abducted like this, it was planned. And I'll tell you how.
I would love to go to a concert.
We skydiving there looking ass. When you want to go, I'm going to send you. When you want to go. For real, man.
You gonna go with me?
I felt sorry for Benny with this because you could tell he was a little skeeved out, and he's probably already seen a little too much of Candace. He doesn't want to see her. But yeah, she wanted to go skydiving.
When you want to go, I'm going to send you. When you want to go. For real, man.
You gonna go with me?
Well,
I was skydiving with Rocky Mountain. Two boys up on the full name and I love me girl.
She was bragging about how they were going camping and she was going to have all this fun and all this fun and everything. And that was the thing. That was her mindset: going camping, going and hanging out with friends, bragging about it.
That's what she said. She said, I don't know and I don't care. They ain't gonna fucking find her. I'm adding that word because that's what she said. I don't know and I don't care. They ain't gonna fucking find her. Well, let's look at this. Josh Melton from the TBI said, they have yet to find evidence concluding that Summer was abducted or that she ran away. Interesting, is it not? Interesting. They know she wasn't abducted, and they know she didn't just wander off. But those are Candace's words about her daughter. I don't know, and I don't care. They ain't gonna find her. So eloquent. I wonder if she writes poetry.
When the third search happened, and I sent her the pictures of the concrete little bridge there that was get the picture taken by, I think it was TBI or Hawkins, where whoever put out that third search where they had just the few people and the dogs. She said, I said, do you know where this is? She said, I don't know and I don't care. They ain't gonna find her. And that really, I was like, wow.
Let's talk about this. This happened several years ago. There was a family in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and they were checking into or out of a hotel. They saw a little girl that resembled Summer Wells and wanted it checked out. The internet did what the internet does. Okay. People were talking. People were saying, did they find Summer? Is Summer really in Jonesboro, Arkansas? Don was in jail during this time, so I can't say anything about his reaction. Candace didn't flinch. Neither did Grandis. But I'm flinching right now because look at Helen someone. She just gifted a Crime Lines and Lies membership. Eat it up, my friends. Woo! Woo! And look at this hippie grandma. Been a member for 20 months. What am I gonna do with y'all? My goodness. Seems you're not getting rid of me. And look at this. What is this? Hold on. Angel Girl, member for 13 months. Big T, are we having 2 shows today? Probably so. Yeah, I've got some stuff I'm working on. Now, I'm sure it took a lot for Jinkies to start speaking out because, you know, those type of things can get you in a lot of trouble. And I'm hoping someone else does soon. Hold on. I'm not bitch. Jonesboro, Arkansas isn't too far from Fayetteville. No, Jonesboro is on the other side of the state. It borders with Tennessee. Fayetteville is closer to Oklahoma, but I see where you're coming from. And Zach Walker, thank you for the Crime Lines and Lies memberships. And look, Marshall Dove is a new YouTube member. Y'all enjoy it. Eat it up. My friend Connie, we've been friends for 38 months. Woo! What to do? And look at that. Helen did it again. Man, you all, what on earth? What am I going to do with you guys? All right, so I'm hoping that Ziggy, and I'm not after Ziggy, not picking on Ziggy, but I really hope that she starts having some real-time conversations with Fred.
Like the TBI going out there and stuff, and us, you know, the TBI tip or the tip for the PI that I was telling you guys about that I said was the Hayes brothers.
Okay, so now I guess we know where Jason Jensen got the tip. He was on our show saying he received an anonymous tip about the Hayes brothers. Okay? She's saying right here, the PI that knows about the Hayes brothers. That has nothing to do with Summer. Quit messing with this little girl's case. What did Summer ever do to these people?
Like the TBI going out there and stuff, and us, you know, the TBI tip or the tip for the PI that I was telling you guys about that I said was the Hayes brothers.
I just have one question. If astrology is fake, how did it predict that you fucking suck?
Ooh, I don't know who did that, but okay.
None of
we'll
that is
take
true.
turns. We'll let you talk, Ziggy.
Yeah.
We won't talk over you. We'll mute. Go ahead. As soon as you come up, I promise you. Please have your camera on so that I can make sure it's you and not a troll or something.
Okay. B. Harley said, right, they are grifters. Yeah, let's talk about that. Cant. We were talking on the show yesterday. She's like, oh, my channel's not monetized like those other bitches. I'm like, what? Monetization is for people that work. It's called a paycheck that you earn off of ads from YouTube. I have a very good friend that makes a very good living off of TikTok. You can look around. I can give you examples of people that do the work and they do it very well and they deserve the paycheck. So for Cant to say, I'm not monetized like those bitches. No, you're a grifter. There's a difference between earning a check and filing a 1099 every year and writing off your expenses and this. Only if you want to help me start again. Here's my PayPal, is what she said. Woo! 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 But she's not concerned about money. Oh, you're going to love the next part of the show where she doesn't want any of her apologies. Put a 1 in chat if you're in line to apologize to Candace. Because I know I'm not. I know there's a big reason why she is worried that she could possibly catch an SA charge. There is a big reason that both her and Dawn, well, I would say Dawn mainly, wants to communicate with their children when they were told not to. And in all of their visits, they were never allowed to be alone with their children. There is a reason. I look back to when the oldest son said to Cant, to which she repeated to Kathy, the friend. That was quite a season there. And it was verified on Josh the Lab's channel. Check him out. When Dawn said, yeah, that is true. Josie said he never wanted to come back here. Now think about it. Would kids not want to go home because their house is dirty? Would kids not want to go home because they eat pizza for dinner? Would kids not want to go? What would make them not want to go home? It's what Candace is scared of. She was scared of an SA charge. Well, my goodness, Helen, someone, what are you doing? Did you fall on your sin button? Woo, doggy.
Yep, it's her. Okay. We'll mute. I'm putting you up now, Ziggy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to. Okay. So, anyways, I come in here, and the first thing you guys are talking is, of course, the second I come in here, you guys are talking about me. Imagine that. The second I come in here, calling me horrible names just because you don't like my opinion about who I think the brothers are? Are you guys for real right now?
What names do we call you?
You said it was ridiculous. My opinion is so wrong, and she knows she's lying. Like I'm intentionally lying when I'm giving my opinion. You're ridiculous. You guys are both ridiculous, and I have a very strong reason for believing you guys were sneaking up on Fred's property. That was a theory. I didn't say for sure that I had proof. I said I think it's pretty weird that the timing lines up for the exact time that happened. when you guys are claiming you
Right.
got chased out of the freaking holler, all secretive, and couldn't tell anybody anything, and had to disappear. And why are you saying I'm talking shit about Tim Mullins? Where are you getting this shit? I don't make shit talk shit about Tim Mullins.
I do. I do. I do. I have all kinds of things to say about Tim. I've done full-on shows about Tim. About him wanting to write a book. About him wanting a Netflix special. Which I think he fed into Ziggy. That's the reason she said that she was upset that she wasn't going to be part of the Netflix special. Yeah. I have zero issue with calling someone out. Zero. Zero. The worst thing in the world is not having an opinion about Tim Mullins.
All secretive and couldn't tell anybody anything, and had to disappear. And why are you saying I'm talking shit about Tim Mullins? Where are you getting this shit? I don't make shit talk shit about Tim Mullins. You guys are just making up anything you can think of. It's absolutely ridiculous. I said you guys were together. No, I fucking didn't. Where do you guys get this?
Okay, I'll pull
It's
it up.
making up shit.
No, it's not made up.
Yes, you are. Both of you are. You're liars. That's why you guys have lost all credibility.
I don't think we
And that's
have.
why you have disappeared.
No, it's not why we
Yes.
disappeared.
Yes,
We
you
disappeared
support
because-
Andy Bernard. You know Andy Bernard was on the road, and you support it.
No, I don't. Why would you
Adrian
say that?
does. Adrian does. She overheard a neighbor saying,
I will never understand the whole Andy was on the road. Andy was on the road that day. Andy was on the road. Andy lives on the road. Guess what didn't happen at Andy's house? Besides him coming home from work and Jody Sue wanting some sweet love, and he wanted to watch something on TV. What didn't happen at his house is that Chad Arnold wasn't there and Candace wasn't there. She went to Fred's. It's really not a big deal to drive down your own road to get to your home.
support it.
No, I don't. Why would you say
Adrian
that?
does.
Hold on. Eileen, is today your birthday? Come on, Eileen. Yes, I swear. Come on, Eileen. Is it your birthday? I think I saw something on Facebook saying it's your birthday. Eileen. You know. Oh, it's not? Damn it. Son of a bitch. Sorry, Eileen. I love playing the birthday music. Yeah, Jody was really upset when she couldn't get the pipe laid to her during Shark Week.
You're liars. That's why you guys have lost all credibility.
Elaine, what a loser friend I am. It's Elaine's birthday. For some reason, I thought it was Eileen's. Hey, both start with an E. Let's everyone tell Elaine happy birthday. Okay, I have a question about this, and do not think that I'm defending any of these people. There's no one in this saga and this story you can defend. Okay, not a one of them. I think we said it June 17th, June 18th, that you're not going to find a good guy, bad guy here. You're just not going to. So Sharon, who I love your comments, said it is a big deal when Andy lying said he wasn't on the road on the 15th. Well, who would believe that lie? Because he had to leave his house to go to work. And he would have to go down the road to come home from work. So who did he lie to? Did the police say that? Or is this something from someone else? I really need to know who he lied to. Because lying to me is not a big deal, believe it or not. Lying to the police is a big deal because they're going to find out. Did he lie to the police? Because, I mean, I've heard the conversations between him and Pruitt. So who did he lie to that is important? And, I mean, YouTube doesn't count. Butterfly Kisses has been a member for 30 months. Of course he was on the road that day. Sharon said, ask him why he's lying about it all. Well, I'm not going to ask him anything. I mean, you seem to know. I don't know. If he wants to come up here and he wants to talk, he can. I mean, how can he lie about being on the road when he lives on the road? I'm uber confused right now. How can he lie about being on the road when he lives on the road? That's very bizarre to me. I mean, did he lie to the investigators? Who did he lie to? Is his employer lying, saying that he was at work? I mean, what's going on? We know that they have spoken to law enforcement.
Okay, I'll pull
Let's
it
make
up.
up shit.
No, it's not made up.
Yes, you are. Both of you are. You're liars. That's why you guys have lost all.
Okay, hang on. Jam, thank you. Andy said he was not on the road that day at 3 o'clock, but the police say that he was. But the blue truck behind him is what they are questioning. That's all I have to say. Does anyone have anything from where the police say that Andy was on the road at 3 p.m.? And the blue truck, I totally get.
Okay, I'll pull
Let's
it
make up shit.
No, it's not made up.
Yes, you are. Both of you are. You're liars. That's why you guys have lost all credibility.
I don't think we
And that's why
have.
you have disappeared.
No, it's not why we
Yes.
disappeared.
Yes,
We
you
disappeared
support
because-
Andy Bernard. You know Andy Bernard was on the road and you support it.
No, I don't. Why would you
Adrian
say that?
does. Adrian does. She overheard a neighbor saying that Andy was on the road.
Did she?
I'm enjoying the babies having fits. And I get why Ziggy's upset because she's trying to defend her husband. I get it.
Yes, she did. I heard from somebody who was standing right there with her.
I think you're wrong.
No, she knew that Andy was somebody told her Andy was on the road. Somebody
No, I
told
think you're
her, and
wrong.
then she kept it to herself. I do
No,
know
that's
that's
not
for a
true.
fact. Besides, whether or not that's not you guys, but either way, you're part of it. You're a part of the trying to make Andy.
Well, and I will say this. I get where Ziggy's coming from. She's trying to defend her husband. She really thinks Andy's up to some sketch business. Okay? You got to prove it. You got to prove it. You got to prove it. It seems like she was set up on this show. And let me explain. This woman, what's her name? Chasing Truth, Tracy, whatever. Okay, I was in the hospital last year. I was in the hospital. Yes, I had a blood clot and had to be hospitalized. Okay. Well, while I was in the hospital, a former moderator here named Aggie starts having a conversation with a woman on Facebook saying that Illuminati, who I have never spoken to. I thought her name was Chlamydia. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. That we have a private investigator about Trevor Lee. I was like, okay. I didn't know about it till I got home. I have never hired a private investigator. And I know enough about said person that I don't feel like I need to talk about said person. Well, said person, as in Trevor Lee, instead of confronting Aggie, who he knows and knows well, he sent it to Chasing Truth, who did an entire show while I was in the hospital. Then tried to play innocent with me. Like, I didn't know how that got to her. I don't know how that got to her. She didn't even reach out to me to say, did you say this? No, she just ran with it. You know how many messages a day I get from this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Can you talk about this? I'm always like, yeah, let me think about it. Okay, let me think about it. That was a low down, dirty thing for Trevor to do and for Chasing to do. Because Chasing supports suspects. She does. Her and Lisa K. Ruitz need to join forces. What was very odd to me about that whole situation is I have message after message after message after message after message from Trevor Lee about how much he disdains, cannot stand Chasing Truth, cannot stand Tracy. But he ran right to her to do something that low down and dirty, to run with a complete lie, knowing I was in the hospital. I'm telling you, it's easier to pick an enemy than a friend. And I can already see people dropping out, probably because I said something about Trevor, and that's okay. The truth is the truth.
You guys, but either way, you're part of it. You're a part of the, like, trying to make Andy paint Andy a certain way. You're trying to make, you were part of trying to make Fred look bad and make Andy look good. Just because
I don't have to try to make Fred look bad. I don't have to make
you
Fred look
just
bad.
wanted to piss off Jody Sue.
No, I don't care.
Out the window and integrity, and did everything you could to piss her off, and that became even breaking up with number one. I mean, Andy,
you're lying.
Are you serious? I texted you privately, and I told you he was on the road. I knew for a fact. I told
he's
you.
not though.
Hold on.
He wasn't, Ziggy.
I gave you the
You're wrong.
Oh my God, are you serious? He wasn't. Did you not see my call with Pruitt? Him say he was?
Pruitt did not say he was.
Yes,
You're lying.
He said yes, he was on the road. Did you not listen?
He said previous.
Oh my God, you guys
he didn't say that day.
Bye.
Bye.
I've had enough.
Okay. He was on the road. He was on the road. All right. All right. So our girl Cant has been very busy. She is camping out with Rap. She does not want an apology from any of us. She is not focused on the disappearance of her daughter, but something has got her extremely anxious. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to go back to what she confided in Jinkies about. She is concerned, and she might even be smart enough to know that the statute of limitations doesn't bottom out when it comes to the sexual torture of a child. Okay? That's what has her spun up.
It got hot out there. I had to come inside for a minute. Ugh.
Schmoo Pie said, there is no statute of limitations on SA. Well, there is. There is. There is. But remember, there's a huge gray area. If you look it up in the state of Tennessee, and I am not wanting this to have happened to those boys or Summer. I'm telling you, not at all. From the time they turn 18, they have 7 years to recollect what happened to them. But again, remember, there is a gray area. Neglect and endangerment is 2 years in Tennessee. We're talking about Tennessee, not talking about the state you live in or the country you live in.
Yeah, I like when my feet touch the grass and the dew on my feet. It's cool as shit.
She doesn't like, oh, okay, I'm leaving that one alone.
How are you freezing? It's like 100 degrees outside.
I'm going to call this the comment of the day from Glitch Trap Lord, who's a new member here. Said, I don't mean to be mean, but who the heck would want to date Dawn? I just hope that this lady friend of his doesn't have children. Great job. Anytime, Okie Bree. Speaking of Okies, are you getting all that rain coming through today? They're saying severe storms today. Ooh. 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 I'm just going to assume, not know, no evidence. I'm just going to assume that whoever this new lady is probably has the exact same habits as him.
Hey, Cooper Mom. I know color. I like it. Oh, Lips, you know what they're going to say now? The green wall.
Yeah, Lips is another winner. Enjoy that. Lips is another winner. And I had to download this and record it because I knew she was going to take it down. Chrissy, how old is Rap? A few years younger than Candace. So people going around saying that Rap is Candace's child, well, then she would have to have given birth when she was like 4. No.
The green wall.
I've never thought about hot gluing Valentine's boxes to my green wall, but hey, whatever. If you guys check out yesterday's show, you'll see the whole thing where her and Rap were set up in a tent. Twister said with sheetrock powder on the wall. Well, Candace knows a good drywaller. Why didn't she call him to fix that wall? Hey, Jude said, Rap the RSO. That's the one. That is the one. Yes. Marshall Dubs said, I would rather a bear attack my own tent. You know, and isn't that the shit thing of everything, since Cant can't go out into the woods to look for her child because she's worried about the bears and the snakes and the coyotes. But she can go camping with Rap. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Karma, why isn't Candace allowed around kids? That's a very good question for Candace's older sister that will not allow Candace Hare anywhere around her children, who, by the way, are doing great. She actually broke the cycle. Ooh, Sharon said PG still has the hots for Dawn. Does she? Doesn't seem that way to me. She's cussing him out night after night. Walking Dead said, and don't forget, y'all, she went camping with Kathy. Yeah, she did. As I said personally to Cant, I said, well, you can't camping Candace in a mall parking lot, so you have to be in the woods. You know, the woods you're scared of.
Yeah, I like grottos too, but I don't like doing them. It's lasagna for breakfast this morning, y'all.
She had lasagna for breakfast. Shimupai, thank you for the reminder. Exactly. That might be the reason that Candace's older sister wants her children to have nothing to do with the hair side of the family. Because you are right. Not opinion, not alleged, not speculated. Warren Hare is a violent RSO. Angel Girl. And this rap guy, the same guy as Rapper. No, Rapper's our friend in here. But yeah, he's the one that kept getting arrested when he would go to get-togethers for summer. Yeah. We're all going to sit here and watch her eat for a minute. Uh-huh.
Well,
There you go, Karma. There you go. Now let's look at all the children that have been lost in this depravity of when I say a relationship, I'll just say people. Look at all the children that have been lost somehow. You have Candace's first two children in Wisconsin. Became wards of the state. Horribly abused in foster care. Horribly abused. You know who didn't step in? Candace Hare. She was on the Hill when Child Protective Services of Tennessee showed up to get the three boys. Did she apply for temporary guardianship? Nope. Nope. Did she try to intervene in any way to give them a place to live? Like, I don't know, go get an apartment somewhere and say, I'm gonna take care of my grandkids? Nope. She hightailed it out of town. Now, you're going to hear people say, and they've said it for years, that she already had that trip planned. Now, ask yourself something. Let's say you had an all-inclusive, booked and ready to go to the Grand Cayman, and your grandchildren were taken by CPS. What would be more important? Laying on the beach or making sure your grandkids are okay? I think most good people would just cancel it.
Pot roast in the crock pot for later.
We have a pot roast in the crock pot for later. We know who we is.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, hang on. Brat Brooks, do you think Grandis is the one who hurt Candace's son in Wisconsin, and that's why she isn't allowed around kids? I don't know. I really don't know. Candace was the only one charged in that whole thing. I'm assuming you're talking about Candace Hare. Where was her brother the day Summer went missing? He was in jail. He wasn't released until August of 2021. Yeah. Here, hang on. I'll show it to him. I'll show you who he is. Hold on. Okay. Clark County sex offender to be released. This is Candace's uncle. This is Candace Hare's brother. Okay. It says he is to comply with all requirements and rules of conditional release, all requirements of sex offender registration, and all with GPS monitoring. Well, he made it a few weeks until the GPS monitoring found him sitting outside of McDonald's playground jerking off. Thorpe, Wisconsin. A Clark County sex offender is being released and will live in Thorpe, Wisconsin. 63-year-old Warren Hare served his sentence for sexual assault. Should have never been released after what he did to a few children. According to a release from Clark County Sheriff's Office, Warren will live at W9498 Kingston Road in Thorpe, Wisconsin, starting on September 10th, 2021. He will be supervised by agents specializing in intensive supervision. He is to comply with all requirements and rules of conditional release, all requirements of the sex offender registration, and all the GPS monitoring. He's not a wanted man at this time, but they have his coordinates. They know what was going on. And, well, take a gander at that. Yes, that is Candace Hare's brother and Candace's uncle.
Oh, it's okay. Well, I'm happy that it did dip.
She is scraping the plate. What's she going to do next? Lick the bowl?
Mm-hmm. Beef stew is the best. Oh, I bet it's real good.
I've always had so many questions about Grandis, and I'm going to put the link up for anybody that wants to come up and talk. I know we have a lot of things to say about all of this. I've just always had a lot of questions about her, and I'm actually working on a show just about Grandis because I'm about to be a grandma. I am. And I couldn't imagine. I am more nervous about my own grandchild being born than when I was having my own children. It sounds crazy, but I am. I could not imagine as a grandmother you seeing your grandchildren being abused and the government has to intervene, but you don't. It's just something that doesn't make sense. Oh, Cammie, her first grandson is due in March. Everyone, can we please have a round of applause? Holy shit. Roxy said her 16th grandchild is due next week. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. How do you all keep up with your Christmas list? Because I'm going to need some tips. I'm going to need some tips on what to do. Amanda, I'm going to be a grandma again at the end of November. I'll have 2 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Twister's trying to get on my good side. You're too young to be a grandmother. Woo! I'm flattered. Flattered. Cammie, yep, absolutely. And I'm super excited, Cammie. We'll have to do us a glamour shower on here. OMG. Jessica, she said, I knew my son and wife was expecting a baby, but yesterday she had her ultrasound and it's twins. Your son and his wife? Congratulations. Okie Bree, I'm so jealous. I told my son I wanted a grandbaby and he brought me his dog. That's been my life such far. Yeah, I want to know, is she eating straight out of the damn crock pot or what?
Yeah, I like potatoes too in mine. Yep.
It's like a hog at the trough. Anyone ever seen a hog at the trough? Pick your nose again and keep eating, Candace. Britta, my dear, can you explain what is up with Trevor? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a year. I don't know. I don't know what his change of heart was. I have no idea.
It's okay, Sandy. Ew, chicken nuggets gross. Oh, excuse me. That's how I feel too sometimes.
Chew. Well, she didn't have her teeth in, so I can't exactly say she's chewing. She didn't have her teeth in. So she chews and then she vapes. Okay? You go from full mouth of cold lasagna to a vape. Sexy. Sexy.
No, I don't need a new crock pot. I said we have pot roast in our crock pot. I don't like chicken, so I really don't care about it.
She doesn't like chicken. She doesn't like chicken. We're going to do a music break because I don't want, you guys are getting way too horny watching Candace. So let's have a music break real quick.
It's young boss. All we wanna know is sexy, can I just pardon my manners? Girl, how you shake it, gotta play a like. It's a Kodak moment, let me go and get my camera. All I wanna know is sexy, can I take it to the front? Then we take it to the back. Know you like it like that. Then we take it to the then we take it to the floor. Then we chill for a second. Then we look at it some more. Sexy, can I just pardon my manners? Girl, how you shake it, gotta play a like. It's a Kodak moment. Let me go and get my camera. All I wanna know is, hey, what up, little mama?
It's your boy Youngin, G5 dipping Louis Vuitton luggage. Ayy, gotta love it. Your boy so fly, and all the ladies go winning, go fly. Gucci on the feet, Marc Jacob on the thigh. She wanna ride or die with your boy in the shot. That's right. So I let her kiss the prince. Her boyfriend, she ain't missed him since.
Sexy, can I just pardon my manners? Girl, how you shake it, gotta play a like. It's a Kodak moment, let me go and get my camera. All I wanna know is sexy, can I keep it on the low? Got a girl at the crib, we can take it to the. You can bring a. You can ride solo. Let me get my camera so we can take a photo.
Go shouty, go shouty.
Baby, when we make love is like.
I don't know what your man is like, but shouty, all I wanna know is
Sexy can I? Sexy can I? Visit you at work when you making all that dough when you. Then you make and do the. You make. Baby, give me what you need.
go shouty, go shouty.
I make it rain in the club.
You don't know what your man is like, but baby, all I wanna know is
sexy can I? Just pardon my manners. Girl, how you shake it, gotta play a like. It's a Kodak moment, let me go and get my camera.
you know what
All I
it
wanna
is.
know
She ain't concerned with who your boys or who raised you. So when I to her, I know that she ain't telling. See, I'm a go-getter and she a go-get-it. You already know she is sexy. Can I send for you red eye? Fresh out the pool, no towel, let it air dry. And if you ain't tonight, then you can watch a tour bus go by. That's right.
Woo! I couldn't imagine old Cant air drying. Woo! Woo! Woo!
No, I don't need a crock pot. I'm only smoking this nasty vape because cigarettes are so expensive, so I'm gonna smoking this damn vape. Ugh. Oh fuck, he's not answering me.
By the way, if you received a gift membership from Angel P, tell her thank you. You are going to love it here.
Tantrum.
That is untreated COPD. That's what it is. She's not hiccuping. She's not burping. She has COPD. Kimberly Mann, thank you for gifting Crime Lines and Lies memberships. You have got to be kidding me. You guys have opened the sky today. My goodness. Well, 3 packs of cigs a day and a vape isn't going to help your coughing.
Well, I can get a pack for $4, but
What's really sexy is when she's vaping and she's got a dip in her mouth. Shmoo Pie said, how in the world does she afford 3 packs a day? Grifting. Grift. Okay, she's texting away right now. Yep, she is texting away, probably telling someone they didn't send enough money to her PayPal or Cash App.
Wow. Oh. Why would I?
Well, Roxy, there's the
Not stupid.
Roxy, that is the $1 million question. Why is she not using her channel to advocate for her daughter? You pinned it perfectly. Jessica, she has 2 phones. Did you have 2 phones and Summer went missing? Another great question. Oh, and I've got a great answer. Look at all the new members coming in. Thank you so much, Angel P.
Wow. Oh. Why would I? Not stupid.
Oh, we know you're not stupid. We know you act stupid, but we know you're conniving and we know you are malicious. We know you are a very vengeful woman. I'm not stupid.
Okay, maybe I am.
Listen to that. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Got to send the text. You know, nothing's more important than getting my grift. Beep, beep, boop, boop. I got to send the text because nothing's more important than getting my grift. Sing it with me.
No, I don't watch all that Whitaker stuff.
Why? Because you're inbred too? I feel bad for the Whitaker family. She wouldn't be offended by that at all.
I think they should just leave them people alone. That's my opinion.
They make a bunch of money off their YouTube channel, and they finally are not being exploited, and they finally have a chance at a decent living. So maybe she should do some research.
Hey, River Rose. Dang, I just set that fucker down.
Classy.
He said he'd be around in a minute.
She's waiting on Rap to show back up.
I don't care. They just need.
I mean, I can tell you right now, if her and Rap are getting it on, he better strap a 2x4 to his ass, or he's gonna fall in that hole. You heard it here. This is your breaking news, okay? From the CLL news desk. He better strap a 2x4 to his ass, or he's gonna fall in that bottomless pit. Everything she has ever had, she has abused.
I don't care. They just need to leave them alone, man. They're picking on them like they picked on me and Donnie.
Yeah.
I think that's mean and hateful and ruthless and just freaking bullcrap.
Bullcrap. Okay, so I hate the what about game, but I'm going to be a hypocrite and play it right now. I think it's mean and hateful and ruthless and just freaking bullcrap. Because she's saying they're picking on Rap like she said they picked on her and Donnie. Raise your hand if you're more concerned about the children than them. Hold on. Oop, hang on. Got a question here from the chat. Angel on Earth. So just wondering, how did we learn that she's staying with Rap? She said it. She did a whole live. I put it on yesterday. She spoke to several people and said she is with Rap. And Rap confirmed it. I haven't spoken to her. I haven't spoken to Rap in probably 2 years. Okay, hold on. Hash Brown is here. Said first time here, but listening from the beginning. Everyone, please welcome our new friend, Hash Brown. Hash Brown, and we are live every day at 9 a.m. Central. We don't just talk about Summer Wells. We talk about a bunch of different cases. You can see it right there. Live true crime, weekday mornings, Monday through Friday. And sometimes you'll catch us around noon. I'm glad that you're here.
I mean, just because people are raised different than other people doesn't mean that they're in the wrong of doing what they're doing.
Okay, listen to her justification. This is why I'm saying this is going downhill in a hurry. Her justification is because people were raised different than other people doesn't mean they're wrong in doing what they're doing. Everyone needs to really absorb this justification. Okay? After you see the smoke come out of her mouth, listen to what she says. This has nothing to do with upbringing. And I mean zero. But for her to have the audacity to say, just because people were raised different doesn't mean they're wrong in what they're doing. I can put the link up if anybody wants to talk to me about it.
I mean, just because people are raised different than other people doesn't mean that they're in the wrong of doing what they're doing. They're doing what comes natural to them. And
she's saying that they do what comes natural to them. But she is the one that has confessed or confided in Jinkies that she is worried about an essay charge because she knows that's going to put her behind bars. Okay? They're doing what comes natural to them. Now, that is 100% PED talk, and you can fill in the blank. It comes naturally to her.
I mean, just because people are raised different than other people doesn't mean that they're in the wrong of doing what they're doing. They're doing what comes natural to them. And people just want to harass them and accuse them and do all kinds of hateful shit to them. I think it's freaking wrong, man. I'll be the first one to stand up and say, leave them people alone.
No one's bothering you, Candace. You're the one that's live, and you're the one that keeps putting up these videos and then taking them down instantly because you get in one of your moods, Miss Up in Smoke. So maybe you should calm everything down and you do what you're supposed to do, as in speak to the police. But you said to Don, you do not want him talking to the TBI. Well, now, great look for the mother of a missing child. You are living with rap. Yes, ma'am, you are. He is on a list. You're on a list. You're on a government watch list because you wanted to go kaboom in a Walmart because they didn't treat you well. Something over a phone. It's always over a phone with Candace.
That's right, they did love each other. Yeah, the internet ain't friends with nobody.
The internet's been nothing but good to you, Cant, because people have sent you money, 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 money. Well, Angel on Earth is backstage. What's up, girl? You're muted.
Sorry, I had to cough a little bit. Okay, so first of all, she's sticking up for the Whitakers, which is fine because there's nothing wrong with the Whitakers.
No, and they're actually getting the help they need.
Okay, so she's inbred. I'm sorry. If you listen to things she says, the words that we don't listen to are like where she's trying to stick up for them, she's telling on herself.
What did you think about the part where she says when someone is raised different, it doesn't mean they're doing wrong. It's what comes
because she thinks what she done is right. Because that's how she was raised.
She said it's what comes naturally to them. And people are going to start coming out of the chat. They don't want to hear this. And I get it. I'm used to it. I've learned a hard lesson the last couple of weeks. But when she said, because people, and let me tell you, the simplest people tell the biggest truths.
Yep.
Okay? A smart person, a very, 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 very intelligent person can confuse you just with their, English judo. Okay. But a very simple person is going to say straight facts. Now, she's lying. We know she is. Okay. She's holding a lot back. But when she says, because someone is raised different, doesn't mean they're doing anything wrong. It's what's natural to them. Okay, so I recorded this yesterday off her channel. Go ahead, try me, Candace. And guess what? She took it down.
And also, if you listen to her, in that video, she's talking to an older lady too. About the lasagna. She said, there's still some left if you want some. Clyda Trent?
Always taking advantage of someone. Always, always, always. And I really hope it's not Clyda. I really hope it's not because she
has property in Tennessee.
Sexual anything of a child is not natural.
Nope. And also she said that people were going to owe her an apology. I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm not going to apologize to a person that abuses children. I'm just not going to do that. Nonetheless, her and Don are sick and nobody's going to apologize to them. I don't know who she thinks she is. Queen of the inbreds? I don't know. But
so she's not that simple considering she knows how to manipulate. And we have seen it for years. She has manipulated person after person after person after person after person to do things for her.
Because that's what Candace did. That's why Rose is missing.
Could be. Could be. Could be. Now listen to this next one. Hang on.
I know the internet hates me, but I'm okay with that because some people don't hate me.
I don't hate her. I'm disgusted by her. And the internet loves her because that's how she gets her money. She brags on herself saying that her channel is not monetized. Well, monetization is for people that work for it. Okay. I have a monetized channel. Yes, I do. Do I get a tiny check from YouTube every month that pays for my StreamYard and different things like that? Sure do. Sure do. Do I go around and say, hey, here's my PayPal, here's my Cash App, send it to me? It'd be much easier for me to vape and eat lasagna in front of you and you just send me money as opposed to actually doing research and putting a show together. There is a difference.
So I'm going to jump down, but I do want to talk to you about some things I learned about a certain person.
Oh.
But I don't want to, I'll just say the name, Trevor Lee.
Oh, okay. Well, just call me after this.
Okay. I don't have a
messenger.
Okay.
All right, girlfriend.
All right.
Right? I get it. Like, I get it. Damn. Coastal storm tips Outer Bank homes over. To me, it looks like a big giant cat did it. Caterpillar, whatever you want to call it. Y'all just knocked that home to the ground. What the crap?
Well, if Angel on Earth wants to come back up, I mean, she can. I trust her. Since you guys are interested.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, Chile, no, I wasn't saying that you hated me. No, I wasn't like. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like. You see, but like people like PG, Ziggy, Fred, all of them whack-a-mole people, like, I don't care. Let them talk shit. They don't matter to me. I'm a bunch of whack-a-moles.
She is out of her mind. They're all whack-a-moles. Oh, okay.
Well, thank you, Casper. Thank you, Truth.
Whack-a-ho. Whack-a-ho.
Right? That is a them problem, not a my problem. You know what? I don't even want to call it. Hey, I call it jealousy, honestly.
Okay. Who is jealous of Cant? Please put a 1 in chat if you are jealous of Cant. Okay? Look at the screen. I don't know what's going on downstairs. She obviously is having an issue. Maybe she's constipated again. She said it's all jealousy. So put a 1 in chat if you are jealous of the Cant. Chrissy's jealous. Frank said, oh, hell no. Lisa A is losing brain cells. What is Cant saying that we're jealous of? They're all jealous. Look at this. Walking Dead, totally jealous. Diva, who in the hell would be jealous of her? True Crime Beat looks a little jealous. Okay. Mackenzie looks a little jealous. Jenny's jonesing to be Candace. Voodoo is jealous. Woo! Woo! Always late? 100%. Anna said, yeah, I always wanted to live in a freaking tent. So jelly here with rap. Susan said she's living in the woods with an RSO. Yep, we're jealous. Yep, there we go. Our new friend Glitch Trap said no effing way. Bridget says, what's her to be jealous of? Steph said, jealous of what? Her smelly ass? Good question. Good question. Common sense true crime. Look at this. Taking negativity and making it positive. Our girl Holly said, I wish I had her perky boobs. See, there we go. That's how we do it. That is perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. Holly is jealous of Candace's boobs. You heard it here. But according to Candace, we're all jealous of her.
Right.
Jenbug's jealous. Joy Kelly lives in the woods and she's not even jealous. May's jealous. She wants to know how.
Yeah, I believe that too, Cinder. I really do.
May wants to know how she gets that glowing complexion. There you go, Lisa. I'm jealous of her coin pushing expertise. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I believe that too, Cinder. I really do. The funny thing is, though, when it's all said and over with and summer comes back and everything happens, I don't want none of them to say how sorry they are to me. None of them. Because
let that absorb. When summer comes back, I don't want none of them to say they're sorry. Listen.
the funny thing is, though, when it's all said and over with and summer comes back and everything happens, I don't want none of them to say how sorry they are to me. None of them.
Get your ticket now. Get your ticket now. Who's going to be standing in the line when Summer is found, and she will be found? Who is going to stand in line to lick Candace's feet? Well, hello, Angel on Earth.
Okay, I saw some people in the chat that wanted to know. So
Yeah,
I did some research on profiling a predator. Okay.
What's that?
I did some research on profiling a predator, like how you would identify a predator.
Mhm.
And okay, they usually work with children. Okay.
Mhm.
Trevor Lee was a camp counselor at the YMCA.
Mhm.
His mom.
You cut out. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
His mother fosters children, and
Yeah, he told me that. Well, she doesn't have foster children in their home. She works for Holston Valley. That's how he always knew where the Wells children were at.
okay, why is he concerned where the Wells children are? Just asking. Just think it through. Also, he got so close to Ellie, he knew every move they were making. And also, he donation of $2,000. What young kid his age has that kind of money, for one? Okay, he had a job, whatever. I don't care. What young kid wants to be involved in missing children cases like he is? Goes out of his way to put up signs and stand in the street and all this. That's to make himself look good. But he's staying real close to the case by being close to LE and TBI. He advocated for TBI and LE.
No, I don't care about people advocating, and I think the younger the better. Now, I mean, we do know that when everything was published in the Rogersville Review, his $2,000 donation wasn't in there. It wasn't in there. I mean, Chris McDonough got his $50 back, because if it's not going to a reward fund, a lot of people said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my money back, because my money was going towards a reward fund,
right,
not to the advocacy center.
Right. And he knew all about Brandon Lawson, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he let us know about that. But why is he so involved like that? I don't understand. Kids that were his age, even now, would rather be doing video games, looking for girls, hanging out with their friends. I can't believe nobody is that perfect. And he was put out like he was a perfect angel. And I messaged Candace one time about him, and she blocked me. I was asking questions.
Yeah. I mean, I just know that I had we were friends for a long time. And I mean, I know for a fact, I mean, he lied to me and he lied to my husband. And we just decided I decided just to cut ties,
Yeah. And he's getting involved. He got it, and it all changed after he befriended Don and Candace at that Christmas tree lighting. Mm-hmm. He walked up and shook Don's hand like they were best friends, but previously out here bashing them and accusing them. And
he told me some things about that whole Christmas tree lighting. And when I talked to someone else that was there, they said, "No, where did you hear that? That didn't happen." And so I just thought
there were pictures of him shaking Don's hand.
Yeah, I don't care about shaking someone's hand. There was other things that he said was going on. And when I talked to people that were there that I know I can trust, they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who told you that?
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Very strange. But he likes to get in the drama. He does. And, a lot of young kids get involved, but sometimes they get a little too big for their britches. They do.
Yeah. I've always suspected him from day one. He's odd. I'm sorry, for a young kid. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, don't be sorry. What are you sorry about? You didn't do anything.
Because nobody likes it when I say it. I'm crazy. I'm stupid. Gavel Geeks thinks I'm an idiot. She laughs at me.
I can tell you right now. I mean, when I got out of the hospital and I talked about what he did with what's her name, Chasing Truth or whatever. And I'm like, what a disgusting thing to do when I was in the hospital. And he came here and said, you need help. And he came up and he decided to confront me. And I said, so you didn't do these things, or did you get hacked again?
I said something about it on Cotton Candy Boob's panel. And him and Josh went on Josh's panel and they called me the lonely fat kid and nobody likes me. And I'm like, really? Really? One, I'm not fat. Two, I'm not lonely. Never was. I just.
No, I mean, anytime he wants to reach out, I mean, I'm certainly not looking for an apology, but I mean, the things that he said about me, I did an interview with a neighbor and I know the address. I have all not the property records, but I know exactly who this person is. I know his name. I sent everything to Trevor because he was telling everyone that like I paid someone to make all this stuff up. No, we just had a conversation. That was it.
See, from the get-go, I've always been suspicious of him. But that's all I have to say about it.
No, I just thought that's such a bizarre thing to say and make up. I mean, like, I don't care who likes Trevor and who doesn't. That has nothing to do with me.
He teamed up with Gavel Geeks, Chasing, and all them, and befriended Don and Candace, and they do. Predators do that too. They'll befriend the parents and try to get real close with them. And I was asking Candace if the boys ever went to a YMCA camp. And she's like, in Blountville or something, or I don't know what she said. But those counselors work with all YMCAs, not just one.
Well, and he was in our Discord and he said that Cluminati and her husband were threatening to kill him. And he was putting a letter in the mailbox to send to an attorney to get a protective order. And I was like, that makes no sense. You go to the police for that. And who the hell is the mail? You can do things online. I just go. I let most things, I'm telling you right now, it just slides like water off a duck's back. That's it.
Right.
And even when I knew, he kept saying, that I had made up that whole conversation with, the person that lives right down the road from Chris and Katie Proudfoot. He said he knows all the neighbors. Well, I know 3 neighbors that have never heard his name before.
Exactly. He was always suspicious to me from day one. When I saw him on that interview where he was giving donation, I was like, what? What? Most kids want to buy a PlayStation with money or Pokemon cards, or I don't know about 18-year-olds, but I see some 18-year-olds that collect Pokemon cards.
Well, it's very disappointing, but I just think he was around way too many other people that, I invited him to come on this show several years ago because I just saw his interactions about Summer. And I was like, do you want to come on my show? He's like, absolutely. Everyone loved him. They just thought, he was very intellectual. And so I don't know what went wrong. He said he shut down his channel because of some threat from Cluminati. It didn't make any sense to me. And I'm not his mama. I didn't really get into it. I was hearing some things from other people, things he was saying about me. He kept saying he was being hacked and people use these apps to mimic things. And I was just like, oh, okay, so be it. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Predators also will try to charm people around them, like whole communities even. So everyone will like them and not look in their direction. You see what I'm saying? Whole communities love this kid. And I'm like, no, it's something about him. I don't know. I get a feeling about him and I just don't, never trusted him.
I mean, I even told him, I said, if you want to go to the University of Oklahoma, I said, we have a campus here in Tulsa. I said, you're welcome to live with me and my husband. We have a bedroom. And he kept saying he was working on this engineering degree. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take. But I do know several people have said, no, he's not going to school. I don't know what he's doing. And this whole blackmailing story and all this stuff. I mean, and then he decides he's going to drag me. And I'm like, for what? I've been nothing but a friend to you. I sent him a whole box of like Oklahoma t-shirts, OU, OSU, TU. I mean, one thing after another. And then to sit there and go around saying that I made all this stuff up, it just seemed very out of the character. I didn't like it.
It seemed like he's trying to do damage control, like, delete his channel and everything. So trying to make himself obscure. Well, because now he's his heart.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. Do you agree?
No. When you look that up, that's the kind of things they do. They try to make people forget about them if people start getting too close.
I fully expected him to be at like the different Christmas tree lightings and stuff like that, and I didn't think anything about it. I always celebrated everything he did, which seems like totally stopped in its tracks. So I really hope he is going to school. He's moving out of his mom's house. He's getting a job and all that stuff. Because we were in CrimeCon in Nashville. Now, he said he was in Nashville because he was searching for Sebastian. So my husband spoke to him and said, hey, he's like, a lot of people at CrimeCon would love to see you. People know your name. He was like, I will get you a ticket and I will get you a room. And he goes, well, I can't this weekend because I'm meeting with a senator. And I thought, what senator on a weekend is going to meet with
Trump? See what I'm saying? He's keeping himself close to all these big people. I mean, I'm not saying he met with a senator, but he's making excuses as to why he can't go to school and all this. And he's become obscure, has he not?
Yeah. Well, sometimes people bite off more than they can chew. And younger people don't quite understand the implications of what they say on the internet. And they don't realize that people are going to somehow raise an eyebrow and go, I call bullshit. They just won't. I mean, Corey Mikolo. That case. Well, he went into the Facebook group, Justice for Corey. Okay. Bree Mikolo is an amazing woman. Okay. So was her mother, Rebecca, and he was selling his book. Okay, so Rebecca was like, this is very strange. We don't know this person. And this isn't this isn't that type of group.
Okay, ask yourself this.
No, she bought the book. Okay, she bought the book and she called me when she got it. And I was on the phone with Susan. She called Sullivan County and she said, why will no one get him justice for what he put in this book? And they said, have him come down and file a police report. That's all he has to do. And I'm like, this is insane. I felt like I was losing my mind. I'm like, what has been the truth?
Okay, ask yourself this. Whenever you ask him to come to CrimeCon and he had to meet with the senator, what was he doing in that time?
Well, the truth is, he went to his sister's graduation on that Saturday, which is really no big deal. Just say, no, my sister's graduating this weekend.
Right.
That's it. Just say, yeah, I would love to be there, dude. I heavily defended him when Seth Rogers was going nuts on him. I was like, no. we are not doing this. We are not doing this. We're not doing this to Trevor. And I had a very long conversation with Seth. And I was like, oh, well, I can't do anything with that.
Well, listen, I'm going to drop down. But everyone wanted to know what I had to say. So you either like it or you don't.
I think everyone's fine, baby. You did a great job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, I just absolutely love having these conversations around here. Yep, exactly. True Crime Beat. She said I defended him on that too. A lot of us did.
Because they're sorry is just a word that they're throwing out there, just like every other word.
So back to Candace saying that, you know, she's not taking our apologies, and sorry is just a word they throw out every other word.
I don't want their apologies.
You heard it right here. Breaking news on Crime Lines and Lies. Candace doesn't want our apologies. So you all can just put that in your hat and smoke it.
Right, yeah, for real.
Schmoo Pie said, I was so looking forward to apologizing. Holly said, my heart is crushed. She doesn't want my apology? What are we going to do now? What are we going to do? I mean, look at that face.
Right? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Hi, baby. I love you, butterfly.
You missed your chance, Roxy. Roxy was going to kiss Candace's feet. Mm-hmm. 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 Shmoo Pie said, you are a brave one, Roxy. Yes, you are. Yeah. Well, Candace already said she wants no part of that.
Yeah, she is, Truth. Yes, she definitely is. No, I love you more, butterfly.
She's so popular. Look at her.
Oh.
Aren't you supposed to cough into your elbow, like put your arm up, as opposed to just spewing your mucus around the air?
I gotta go back outside. It's too freaking dark in here. No, Madison.
Please tell me she doesn't have a dog in her care. Please tell me.
What do you want?
I have never felt so bad for a dog in my entire life. No. No.
What do you want, baby girl? Oh, scratch yourself. Daddy already fed you. You don't need no more food. You little fat girl. You little fat girl. You little fat girl. Yeah, you little fat girl. Yeah, you little fat girl. You're a good girl. No, you already went outside, so get back up in the bed.
Well, if a dog wants to go outside, Candace, a good thing to do is let him go outside. You know, you put the leash on them and they can go pee and go poop. And guess what? You bend over and you pick up the poop and you put it in a bag and you throw it away. Okay?
Get back in the chair. Give her. Give her. Give her. Come on. Come on. All right, lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Mwah. Love you. You will. You will. Mwah. All right, I'm going back outside for a little bit. Oh. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing this
I'm doing pretty good.
Right.
What do you need, hon? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I had to eat some lasagna from last night. I got hungry. Ugh.
I was thinking about getting into it myself.
There's still a lot left up in there.
I know. I looked at it a while ago, but I tried doing something else.
Okay, butterfly. Yeah, well, that's who it is. Oh, you pay $5?
$5.
$5.
What is this? The $5 yard sale? You're going to pay $5? Who'd she steal this shit from? Who did she get all this stuff from to sell?
Open. I don't know how people reach out fingernails do it.
Well, I know I hate those things. Yeah, it is pretty foreign. Okay, Sandy, have a good day. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble back and forth? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you throw them in a bow?
Is she talking about her titties? She's like, do your ears hang low? Can you oh, you got to be kidding me.
I didn't realize the grass got really close. Yeah, yes. That's my newest one. Okay, Casper. Have a good day, hon.
Is there a reason to keep that one mallet in the yard? We all know she can't even wipe her own ass. We know she's not going to pick up anything, but she keeps it right there.
What do you find? A wrench? I said you find a wrench. Yeah. Hey, Sandy, enjoy your day, honey. Oh, yeah, Mama Earth right there. Yep. I don't feel so good out here. It really is for fishing. Oh, lie. Hey, at least I ain't got a cutter or a ruler. I already have it with me.
She goes, at least I don't have a cut or a ruler. I'd already have it with me. She makes no sense. Hold on. Diana said, where is Don? With his girlfriend on Ben Hill Road. Yeah, he's not there.
She missed my comment about why you have it. No, I think I read it. I don't know, Mom. Everything goes by so fast. Well, I guess you can measure pretty much about anything if you wanted to. Okay, out of here. Hope you have a blessed day, hon. Lips has always got something smart to say.
You know, Candace, Lips is a real freaking genius.
Smart ass. We love us some lips. $134 people watching, only 52 likes. What?
134 people watching, only 52 likes. She's like, what is going on around here? What is wrong in America? I've got 134 people watching and only 52 likes, but I'm not monetized. And I've only collected so much money from PayPal and Cash App today. What is going on with Candace's economy?
Crap. Yeah, not too bad, Sammy. Yeah, she's stealing all my money. Bro, you called her out. I know. Lips, why are you doing all that?
We got these three here.
Interesting. Learning Life said she said, I watched the girl from Virginia interview Chatty G last night, and chasing is no longer for the Wells. She wouldn't say why, only that she obtained new info. Well, could it be Jinky's info? Because Jinky's was very brave to put that out. Extremely brave. Listen, the proof has been in the pudding for a very long time, and slowly but surely everything has come out.
$5?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Why is everything $5? $5 sounds good to me. Is it easier for her to do the math with $5 when she buys a $4 pack of cigarettes? Is all she's thinking about? $5 sounds good to me.
$10 then.
Oh, you got me.
She just upped it real fast.
There you go. There we go. It's counterfeit now.
Oh no, we better go check
You
it.
got to give me more then.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's counterfeit,
Give
then-
me a 10.
It's good enough to pass.
$5.
All right.
Woo!
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. You have a good day. Oh shit, that means we gotta get off here and go watch that. Is that what you're saying, Rich?
Why would two people that mistreat their children take advice from each other? Lips allowed Lisa K. Ruetz to send a picture of her daughter to an inmate in Kentucky. That is called money in the prison system. Okay, I'm telling you, I don't want to get descriptive, but they can't exactly get Playboy magazine. They can't watch porn. They get a picture. And yes, Lisa did it. Yes, Lips admitted to it. And so as they pass this picture around, they do whatever they want to do with it. And it is sick. It is definitely sick. A minor child.
It's a hammer. Alright, well, I'm game. I don't care. Alright, I guess we're getting off here and gonna go watch Andrew. See what's going on over there. Alright, love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope everyone has a great day. And talk to y'all later.
Oh, me too. Me too, Candace. So let's recap. Candace does not want any of our apologies. None, 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 none. We can stand in line to kiss her ass. Okay? That the way people are raised doesn't mean they're wrong. They do what comes naturally to them. All right? We're learning a lot. We're learning a lot. Snoop High. Lips claims she didn't give it to Lisa K, and she was concerned about the situation and the fantasies Lisa K described. The prisoner said he wanted to adopt the kid when he was out. Well, that's a totally different paragraph of depravity for me. That's something that my brain can't absorb. No. And, you know, good luck to Cant in her new life. I will say to her, abuse is not natural. Abuse is not natural. Bullying is. When you don't like someone and you don't want them in your space, it is natural to say, yeah, I don't want you around me. I mean, kids do it. Kids figure things out very early. They figure it out real quick. They know who walks to school. They know whose parents drop them off. They knew who has more expensive clothes. I mean, they know the whole gamut. But when someone says, like Cant said, it's only natural. It comes to them naturally. Well, I see why certain people like her so much. And I'm just going to leave it right there. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But you guys are the absolute best. I didn't mean to keep you so long. Hell, it's been 2.5 hours. I like to keep the shows at 1.5 hours. We had a lot going on today. I love it. Wouldn't do it any way different. So, hey, I'll tell you what. You tell your friends, you tell your groups, you say, hey, I know this girl named Brooks. And she has a show every morning at 9 a.m. Central. Why don't you come join us? It's a great hangout. You can listen while you're working out, taking your morning walk, while you're at work, whatever. Yeah, bring your friends over. Matter of fact, we can start a recruiting movement. You can say, hey, I invited this friend, this friend, this friend, this friend. And I'm going to be like, woo. It would be a great thing to get, the word out that these children have got to be saved. And people like Cant and others have got to be stopped. You guys are the absolute best, and I will see you back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. I am working on another show for today, so it's probably going to look like a premiere. So we will see you when we see you.